Hello and welcome to the weekly Mindset Boost. It's our opportunity to just stop and reflect on the week. We do it through a specific lens based on psychology so that you can also get the tools to navigate through it and hopefully make the rest of the week a bit more easeful. We always start with a grounding exercise. Today's exercise is called reset. So it will ground you, but it's also a reset exercise. It's very useful if you have a trigger that you experience during the day, or just some mood or feeling that came over you and you're struggling to get rid of it. Sometimes it is okay to just get rid of something, and this is a really useful exercise for that. You can do it actually standing up, and I'm going to do it as well, standing up. Start off by becoming aware of your feet on the ground, and then just take a nice deep breath in, move back a bit, and just let it go. Next, I want you to just look down and lift up one of your legs and rotate the ankle. You can also then turn the direction and then switch legs, lifting up the next leg, rotating the ankle and changing direction. Next, we're going to work with your arms and your hands. Just as before, you're going to rotate the wrist, changing direction, doing it in a mindful way, really just focusing on the wrist and the action that you're taking, and the same with the other one. Now you're going to just start flicking the hands like this, as if you're flicking water from your hands, and then just start really going into the arms. Get into those shoulders as well that can get so tight. Just notice the shift that's happening. You can even visualize something specific that you need to shake off, and then just come to a standstill. Then just gently observe how you're feeling now, and then you can take a seat again. This exercise is in the meditation library, so you're welcome to go and use it again. Today's lens through which we're going to reflect is through the emotion of guilt. Guilt can be subtle, can be a voice in your head that's telling yourself that you should have done better, that you shouldn't have done this, you shouldn't have done that. But it can also be quite debilitating, where it's actually feeling like shame, even self-hatred, self-loathing. So today's reflection is really to ask yourself, where in your life are you experiencing guilt? And really be aware of those subtle, more like the nagging voice, the guilt-tripping voice. We tend to think that if we feel guilty, that will motivate us to change, but it is the complete opposite. It actually more leads to even further avoidance of that very thing that you feel that you should be doing. It can also lead to overcompensating, where you then overdo the thing that you feel that you should be doing, which isn't sustainable. Eventually you will give up or throw it out, and you're just back to square one. So really what we want to do with guilt is to recognize it, but to put it around, turn it around into something that is useful. Below the video, I have a step-by-step guide for you that you can work through, and writing exercise to help you face the guilt, get clarity on it, and then work out a plan of action. That's what we want to get to. We feel guilty about something that we wish were different. It's usually something that we care about. We really need to get clarity about what exactly it is that we care about, and then we can put together a plan of action that actually feels inspiring instead of a nag. Maybe your guilt is in relation with someone else. It's not necessarily possible or even useful to express the guilt towards another person. It often can lead to the other person feeling guilty because you're feeling guilty, and that's unproductive and can cause maybe a logjam in the relationship. First, take responsibility for your own guilt and the actions relating to that, and from there you can decide if there needs to be an apology or taking responsibility. The guilt is related to someone who you're not in relationship with anymore, or that you don't don't have contact with, maybe even somebody who has passed on. The writing exercise can lead to maybe a more direct written exercise in relation to the person. So it's not a letter that you will send to the person, but direct conversation with the person, but in written form. Enjoy the written exercise, take your time with it. Remember that guilt can still come up for you, but then at least you can remind yourself that I have taken responsibility, have a plan of action, and I am working towards the changes that I want to make. If you have had a conversation with a friend or a colleague recently about things that you feel guilty about, please share the link to our website with them so that they can get access for free to the community and take care of yourself. Bye-bye.